Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today we're going to discuss the summary of lesson 6 and the name of the lesson is Weathering the Storm in Arsama and it is written by Harsh Mandir. Now this story is from your book Moments. The story is a description of the brave acts of a courageous boy named Prashant. So let's see the story in detail. Prashant had gone to his friend's place Arsama, a small town in coastal Odisha, which was 18 kilometers away from his village Kalikadu. It was evening when he reached there, and as soon as he reached there, a storm arrived at the coastal town. Along with came the rain that started downpouring heavily and continuously. In that dark evening, there were people screaming everywhere. The uprooted trees were thrashing the strong buildings. The destruction caused by the cyclone continuously went on for 36 hours. Prashant and his friend's family took refuge on the roof. The havoc wreaked by a cyclone was such that it created a permanent image in Prashant's mind when he saw it in the early morning. The brown layer of water covered everything beneath it, and there were dead bodies of animal and human beings floating everywhere. As a blessing in disguise, the 2 coconut trees had fallen on the roof of the building where Prashant and his friend's family were taking refuge. While sitting on the roof, Prashant's tears were washed away by the rain, but he was constantly anxious to know about his family who was there in the village. He decided to go back to the village. He took a long sturdy stick to gauge the depth of the water on his way and left for the expedition to his village. After covering some distance, he found 2 friends of his uncle who were also returning to their village. There was no house standing in any of the villages they passed through. After reaching his village Kalikadu, Prashant's heart went cold when he saw only the remnants of the roof at the site of his house. He went to the Red Cross shelter to search for his family. There he found his maternal grandmother and his extended family who hugged him dearly. 86 lives were lost and 96 houses were completely destroyed. It was the 4th day of Prashant at the shelter and they all were surviving on green coconuts. Later on, Prashant decided to take charge and organized a group of people to compel the merchant release the rice for the survivors. The group succeeded at the job and everyone ate until full for the first time in 4 days. Next, Prashant formed a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter place and maintain its hygiene. They made the children lie in the sand near the shelter with empty utensils on their stomachs. The message got conveyed clearly to the passing helicopters, resulting in frequent airdropping of food and other necessary items. There were many children in the shelter who had lost their parents in the super cyclone. Prashant gathered them at one place and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were told to tend to them, while the men secured food materials for shelter. To help them overcome their misery, he suggested the women to start working in Food for Work program started by an NGO and organize sports events like cricket matches for children. It was Prashant's idea to resettle the orphans in their own community. After 6 months of devastation caused by the super cyclone, he did not bother about his pain. Rather, he was working for other children and people. The widows and the orphan children sought his handsome youthful face in their darkest hour of grief. So this was the story about the super cyclone which came in Odisha. I hope you understood the chapter very well, and when you look at the questions of this chapter, it will be easy for you to answer them all.